hearing it from me, but at the same time, it's like there's a process. You learned is that you need to get around a person or people that can steer you in the right direction and kind of catapult your life. So everything is about knowledge, is about information. So if you think about like wealthy families, you wonder why they always have wealth, right? Like their wealth is passed on from the parents, and that money or wealth is passed on to their kids and their grandkids. So you gotta think, if they're doing certain things to hold on to that money or recreate that money monthly and yearly and over decades, they probably know something that we don't, right? Because it doesn't really matter. Yeah, you can have a whole lot of money and kind of live off of it, but yeah, I think like you still need money coming in. So there's things that they're doing that other people aren't doing to keep up with that wealth. Because you can blow through a lot of money. It don't really matter how much it is unless you got billions and billions. But even then, you make bad business decisions, you can lose it all. So you got to think, what are their kids doing? What are their parents doing? And what are the grandkids going to be doing to uphold that wealth or keep that money generating? You know what I mean? So there's obviously things that they know that most people don't know. So even just like getting a job, I got this job that pays way double the average income because I met somebody who told me exactly what to do and how to do it and got me into places where I could get paid, right? So if I didn't meet that person, I would still be looking for that opportunity, right? So it's like, if I didn't meet that person, where would I be? What would I be doing? You know what I mean? So you gotta think along the lines of that. Like, I look at, other people's mistakes and where they're at in life and what their habits what their habits are, and I'm like, okay, those are their habits. I don't want those. You know what I mean? What are the other habits that other people have that are doing well? And I want to build those habits. I want to learn that knowledge. You know what I mean? So you gotta look at your environment and the people around you, and the people that you can get around potentially that can change your life. So and people might be like, how do I meet those people? There's no exact science to it, but you got to go where the money goes. You got to do some research on Google. Okay, like what I did was I looked at jobs that paid well with no degree or experience needed, and it was like a list of 10 different career paths, and I seen IT was one of them. So that's why I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna find a way somehow. I'm gonna ask every question I can to figure out how I can work with computers. You know what I mean? So like 2016, 2017, I realized like my major wasn't really working out how I wanted to. And honestly, even with my major in communications, I didn't really know anybody that could have helped me or even steer me in the right directions for that. So that's probably why communications didn't work out. I didn't know the right mentor. I didn't know the right people to even get around to be successful in that realm. You know what I mean? So you always gotta have a plan. But yeah, so in 2016, 2017, I'm like, okay, I just got hired in the shipyard, and literally the first week they used to have flyers or whatever about classes that are offered at the community college. So I'm looking at computer classes. I'm like, okay, which one of these classes could potentially help me land a job with working with computers? So, I did that for years and years, and then I finally met somebody who was working in IT. Well, at the time we was working in the same place, but they ended up going and getting their Security Plus, and then they were telling me what to do also. So that's what I did, and it took me 3 years to actually get into IT. So, when people ask me questions like and they want it immediately, it's like, you gotta understand, like, it is a whole process. Like, yeah, it will probably come faster because you're hearing it from me, but at the same time, it's like there's a process. You still gotta learn. You still gotta take the time to read the books and learn the information and apply the knowledge at the same time. You know what I mean? And you have to have a budget because you still gotta pay for these tests. The Security Plus test is like $400 right now. So, and if you're working a regular retail job, saving up $400 is going to be kind of hard. But in the next video, I'm going to teach you how to leverage your credit so you can fund your IT career. You know what I mean? But anyways, yeah, so, it's all the process. You gotta save, you gotta study, you gotta buy the study material, you gotta work your job, you gotta find time to study after your job. So there's certain sacrifices you're going to have to make, you know what I mean? And a lot of people not really making those sacrifices. That's why they're not seeing those results that fast. You really got to make those sacrifices, you know what I mean? So